Are you looking for the best circular saws in your budget? Well, in today's video we break down the top 5 best circular saws that are available on the market. I made this list based on their price, quality, durability, and more. To find out more information about this product, you can check out the description below, and also make sure you subscribe for more reviews. Okay, so let's get started with the video. The fifth product on our list is the Makita 5007mg Magnesium 7-1 divided by 4-inch circular saw. Of all of the circular saws that we put through the paces, the Makita 5007mg proved to be a fast favorite. It's lightweight, powerful, and just feels solid in the hand. The magnesium frame is what put this one at the top of our list. The strong but lightweight metal allowed for a more powerful motor than the majority of the saws we checked out, while also allowing for the frame to stay lightweight. The only real drawback: it's not a worm drive. Still, the 5007mg delivered an impressive amount of power, and we didn't seem to notice the supposed loss of torque. This one is suitable for both the garage or job site. Indeed, except for the cordless DEWALT model we'll get to in a moment, this was probably the one we'd mostly recommend for those in construction framing. Up next in the fourth place is the DEWALT Circular Saw. That's not to say this one is a slouch anywhere else. The slightly higher cost and lighter weight are nice, but it's the drop in power that left the Magnesium Makita 5007mg as our absolute favorite in this roundup. We did hear some rumblings from people about blade wobble, but didn't experience it in action. Sometimes it can be hard to gauge how well a tool performs when you hear complaints. But in this case, we have to assume the few reports we got came from bad quality control rather than being a failing of the saw itself. It also costs a bit more than the Makita, or at least it did when we purchased ours for the initial testing process. That was a strike against it as well. The third product on our list is the DEWALT 20V Max Circular Saw. We tested 4 different cordless models. The truth is there's no really cheap model out there which we would recommend to anyone who needs to get serious work done. For light-duty saws, you should check out our bonus review at the bottom. We used the standard 20V2 0A batteries with the saw. You really can't compare a cordless side by side with corded saws. Bearing that in mind, it's a powerful little saw and most people would be able to use it for at least a few cuts. The biggest problem lies in its convenience. Battery-operated saws are always a bit underpowered in the end. Still, we absolutely love this saw and can confidently recommend it for those who rarely need one on the job or who just need to rip a couple of 2x4s around the house on occasion. Second on our list is the SKILSAW PT77WML 115A 7-1 divided by 4-inch lightweight worm drive circular saw. We'll be upfront. It's really not fair to compare the cutting power of a good worm drive saw like the SKILSAW PT77WML. Of those we tested, this was the one we'd most recommend. It's the best balance of cost and function around when it comes to worm drive saws. But if you need ridiculous power, you may want to dig in your heels and drop the $300 minus $400 because you're not going to beat this one under that. Worm drives put down a ton of torque. In practice, this makes the shoe hold flatter with less input on the operator's part, allowing you to smoothly cut through surfaces without having to apply quite as much downward pressure. The magnesium construction is a nice touch. Keeping the steel to a minimum also keeps weight down. This one ended up being only a pound heavier than our favorite despite it being a larger saw overall. The downside: pricing. Worm drives cost a lot more to manufacture and you, as the end consumer, will end up paying the difference out of pocket. Finally, the top product on our list is the SKIL 15A 7-1 divided by 4-inch circular saw. We tried out a number of cheaper saws and most of them were wanting. In the end, the SKIL 5280-01 was the only one that we could confidently recommend. It's job site tough, while remaining the lightest saw on our list. The problem just comes down to reduced power. It's a well-built saw overall and we saw no issues with it. It is lightweight enough you'll probably need to apply some downforce to keep the shoe flat in specific circumstances, but hey, that's just part of the fun. As you can see, it's a full ampere underneath the other saws which topped our list. That means less power overall, and as a sidewinder the lower power isn't really compensated for. It's still more than enough for most home DIY tasks however. Thanks for watching, and that's all for now. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Till next time.